Hey guys, welcome to my studio. Yesterday we talked about those amazing huge big speakers that I absolutely love. Today it's time to actually use them and blast some music through them. Usually I do that while producing music, but today it's all about DJing. You know, we got this nice new full Denon Prime setup. I think we got it like a month and a half ago. I finally had some time to go through all of the features and functions, and I wanted to start doing more and more DJ tutorial videos, maybe once per week. Today we will start with the simplest technique, the very first thing every DJ needs to learn. So this first very simple technique is beat matching, of course. It's the foundation of everything you do. You always beat match from one song to another, no matter what else you're doing. Even if you're a hip-hop DJ and you scratch, you still scratch, beat match, do the transition. There's almost no way around it. Yes, you could just kill one song, grab the mic, say something, but that's not really DJing to me. You could also use some effects to do the transition, but again, also that's not DJing for me. Some people do it. Every once in a while you can also do that as a technique if it's like too hard to transition from one song to another, especially for songs that are not made for the club. But the core foundation of DJing 100% is beat matching. Explaining how beat matching works is in theory extremely simple. You got two songs, they have a different kind of speed, a different kind of BPM, beats per minute. Let's say one of the songs has 128 beats per minute. You have to make sure that the other song has the same amount of beats per minute so that they basically have the same speed. You're trying to synchronize both songs. Imagine two people walking. If you want to synchronize their steps, they need to be walking at the same tempo. If the tempo varies, they might be in sync for one step, but not anymore for the second. Basically like my fingers, they need to match. If one song is faster or slower, it just can't match. So first you load up a song. The Denon player, that's really what I love about them. It will analyze it, even if you didn't do it in software in the computer previously, it will do it on the fly. So you can just put your music on the USB stick, plug it in, it will analyze it, show you the BPM, and also the key of the song. So we will do this today really simple. We got one song, 124 beats per minute. It's set up in a loop, so it will constantly just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 kicks, 4 beats is like 1 bar. So we got here a 1 bar loop, and the other song is in its original tempo at 120, so we speed it up to 124. I know just doing it by reading whatever the player says is a little the sneaky technique, but if you're a beginner, use the BPM counter. Nowadays, all of the DJ systems have BPM counters that are very accurate. You can actually use them. Back in the days with vinyl, you first needed to find the tempo, make sure both are the same speed, which is quite hard to do. It's like, I think, like one of the hardest things about DJing, except for scratching, of course. So we will skip that for now. Later on, I will teach you also how to find that. But just to not get you too frustrated, just put both songs onto the same tempo. So when they have the same tempo, you can already line them up. This one song on this side is like playing the entire time. And the other one, we will start it at the 1. So for that, you use your cue. Every time you press the cue, it will start playing the song. You leave your finger on there, it plays. You let it go, it jumps back to the cue point. And to actually make it play, you either hit the play button right below it, or you hold down cue, and then at the same time press the play button. You usually do that with one hand. So we got that set up. Usually do that in headphones. The other song is playing out there for all of the people to listen to. And you press that down and try to match it to the song that is playing. So you can either count, tap with your feet, push onto the cue. And then just press it down. And now they're almost perfect. I almost hit the right point. They are beat matching, a little bit drifting. So now both are matched up, this one song. And then the other song. I can switch them. Switch them again. We're staying in that beat the entire time, no matter what I do. Song 1, song 2. Again 1, slowly fading over to 2. Both together. And once they're in sync and they have the same tempo, this goes on forever, at least with media players or CD players. With vinyl, not. You constantly have to adjust because the platter is moving, it's not perfect, the turntable might be a little slower here and there, the weight of it, the needle, everything is a factor. So with vinyl, a lot harder. With the media players, CD players, once they're locked, they go on forever. Like, again, song here, this song, both together. And this is really the foundation, the core of DJing, because once both songs have the same tempo and they're laying on top of each other, they sound like one song because they have the same rhythm. Especially for electronic dance music, this is pretty easy because it's always just like kick, 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 kick. Hip-hop music, it's kick, snare. So it might be a little harder, but same principle. So really, this is the first thing you should learn. This is the first thing you should master before you do any effects, any EQing, any fancy microphone screaming shit. You need to learn to beat match 100%. I know, yes, there's a sync button. You could hit it and it would do the synchronizing for you. But this is then really not DJing for me anymore. Like reading the BPM and matching the tempo, okay, that's fine. Most people do it. That's also why a lot of DJs are able to play without headphones. But like the beat matching, cueing in, you need to learn that 100%. Now let's say at the beginning you hit the cue wrong. You just miss it. So again, both songs playing. If you miss it, it will sound like this. You hear it's not synchronized. So you could either slow this one down or push this one forward. Again, just the platter. And they're back in sync. Let's put them off sync again. I think this is really obvious. It's like, it's just not working. And back in sync again. It's really that simple. If you don't beat match the songs properly, you can't play in front of people, because if you miss the beat matching, no one can dance to this. It's like, it's impossible. If you screw up the beat matching in front of people, they will stop dancing, look towards the DJ. Most embarrassing moment. You really need to learn it before you move on. Learn how to beat match. Train the entire day, put one song onto a 4-bar loop, cue the entire time. Try to hit the cue as precise as possible so you don't have to adjust that much. But if you miss it by a little, then adjust, because actually in the next lesson you will learn how to match different sections of songs. So it's important that you hit the next song at a certain point, and for that you need to adjust. You hit the cue, if you miss it, you adjust. You don't redo the cue because you need to nail that spot. For example, when the drop hits or the outro starts, the intro of the next song should actually start. But that's something for lesson number 2. If you're interested in more, subscribe. If you have any questions, let me know. But beat matching is, in theory, very straightforward. Learning it might take a couple of hours. As you might know, we also from time to time do here DJ courses. I have one guy, he learned how to beat match in an hour. I have another guy 6 hours in, still doesn't do it really properly. He understands the theory, but it's really a matter of rhythm. So if you know to play an instrument, this should be like in an hour, like just done. If you're interested in any courses, I will link up the website of the studio. If you want to check out the equipment, come by, have a nice time, play around a little bit. Just let us know, write us an email. We will get back to you as soon as possible. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you understood how beat matching works. Again, if you have any questions, let us know. And yeah, see you next time. Again here, doing some crazy shit. Actually not. Second lesson. Still basic, simple. But you really need to learn that before you move on.